What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna talk about the hype of the day. We got this new data installed on our computers, on our devices. People are hyped about it. There were some data mines saying that there's a new character coming out in Summoner's War. There's a new. It looks pretty crazy. New unicorn characters. People are also psyched because they're talking about like, oh, monster buffs, monster bouncing. Oh my God, it's finally time. Make Vanessa great, make Brandia great, make Daphnis great. Guys, I'm not gonna, I'm not sure. It could be monster buffs, but I'm not entirely sure that this one is monster buffs. Let's see what we have for the notice here today. Additional resource download 222. Damn, it's 222 already, damn. So here's additional resource download, blah blah. Additional time for the patch to be applied. So schedule per server, global 11:30 p.m. PSD, Pacific Sandwich Time. So that's what we have there. Good news there. But we don't have anything. Usually when there's monster balancing, it says they give us a little bit of information ahead of time, like, oh, this is what the monster balancing is going to be here. This is how these monsters are going to change. This monster's going to get a buff. This monster's going to get a buff. I don't have any confirmed concrete data on the monster buffs. Actually, this unicorn stuff isn't concrete data either, but it's from the people that were data mining it, so take it for what it is. It could be different, it could be changed, it could be whatever. We'll see. But I don't think the monster balancing is coming today, guys. Sorry. But usually they have the pre-balancing notes, so that's why I don't think it's coming today. But let's talk about what people are hyped about. This is from data mines. This is from some data mines. Hold on, let's take it out. This I did a mock-up, okay? This is not the actual art for the character. I'm just showing you guys so you get oh, okay, it's the unicorn monster. It's a visual set, it's something to look at while I'm talking, okay? Here's something to look at. Again, not what the unicorn is gonna look like. How many people are not even paying attention right now? They're like, that's not the Summoner's War unicorn. Just something for you guys to look at while I'm doing this. Okay, so we have, there's unicorn monsters. They're apparently going to be shape-shifting monsters, which is really cool. So they can shape change every turn, it looks like. Pretty crazy. Shapeshift every turn. There's a water, fire, wind, light, and dark unicorn. And there's two different ways people are saying they think it is. They think it's, some people say it's going to be a new character in the game. Some people say it's going to be a new type of monster that you can craft or fuse or whatever, like the homunculus. But there's 5 different elements. But Comtua's already said that there was going to be, and these seem pretty strong. I only see the information on a unicorn. I don't see any other monsters. So usually when there's new monsters added to the game, it's a whole bunch, it's like a few different monsters. Like, it's at least 2, right? It's like the Harp Magician, Dice Magician, and then the Fairy King and Harg, and then there's at least 2. There's never been a patch where there's only been 1 monster. Like, sometimes it's like the ocean ones, like the Sea Emperor, Mermaid, Shark, and what was the last one? I don't remember what the last ocean... Pirate Captain. How do you forget the Pirate Captains? Or like the Death Knight, the one with the Death a long time ago, like the Death Knight, Copper, Dragon Knights, and Liches. That was a long... I know you guys are like, what? I thought those were always in the game. No, that's a monster update. But they've been not doing... They used to do 4. They've been doing 2 lately, 2 each patch. But I think... That's why I think this might be a fusible monster, because they seem really strong when I was looking at their skills. So I'm leaning towards the side. Like I said, I did not get anything confirmed by Com2Us yet. But I'm leaning towards the side that this might be something craftable or like a homunculus style thing, where you can build it, you can have 1, but there are 5 different elements of it, alright? So they also have names too. So then you're like, okay, well then that means they're new monsters if they have names, and you don't get to name them, they're not homunculus. But maybe, I don't know. I don't feel very strongly one way or another. Like, there's arguments that it could be either way. Alright? So, but they are very strong. Okay, so we have Water Unicorn first, Amelia. I only have 1 picture, so deal with it. Water Unicorn Amelia. Skill 1, 25% freeze. Is both... Now, she shapeshifts, right? So and they're all females, I guess. She shapeshifts and she has the same first skill. But it's HP based monsters. It looks like they're all HP based monsters, I guess. 25% chance to freeze, HP based damage increase. So damage based on HP. Skill 2, 75% chance to taunt revenge for 2 turns. Okay. Revenge, and she does have the freeze and HP based damage. I wonder how much damage is, like, what the scaling is, because if it's pretty good scaling, that might not be bad. But it's kind of like, so we're thinking like, okay, she's got the taunt and revenge, so think about like maybe like a Jubel with revenge runes on him, but not really because the freeze on the first skill. Anyway, third skill, 2 turns defense buff. If attacked, only activate once a turn. So if you get attacked, you get a defense buff. Okay, that's interesting. If you get attacked, if you get attacked once, you get a defense buff. So it's gonna be really hard to kill them. Gonna be really hard to kill them because they revenge. They're gonna be a really big tank, and they're gonna if you don't one-shot them, they're gonna defense buff and then keep revenging. So that's pretty cool. And then when she shapeshifts, that's the water one. When she shapeshifts, is even more ridiculous. Skill 1 is still the freeze. Skill 2 is the cleanse and a 2-turn defense buff. So cleanse debuffs and a 2-turn defense buff. That's a little strong. That's for a skill 2. Cleanse, right? Cleanse and a 2-turn defense buff. That's pretty strong. I'm looking at that, I'm like, that's pretty damn strong. Skill 3, 1-turn immunity for every team, every turn. Passive. Okay, 1-turn immunity for team for every turn. That's really strong too. This is like a crazy good real-time arena monster. So it seems really strong. I don't know, man. This seems like a really strong monster. And then they have a shape change, so they can shape change and then get another turn after they shape change. So I don't know how many times. I don't know if you can keep changing shape every turn, or if you only get like 1. But that's a little crazy. I mean, that seems really strong. What do you guys think? And then we see the fire unicorn, Hellena. Skill 1, 25% stun, HP based damage. Skill 2, 30% max HP, self shield, and 20% for all teammates. So it's just the big shield. Okay, this is for the regular shape. And then skill 3, 50% receive damage decrease from fire monsters passive. Okay, nothing too crazy. And then we have for the shapeshift. Now on the shapeshift, it says for the first one, it says 30% less max HP and HP based speed increase. I don't even know what that means. HP based speed increase. Okay. And then for the fire unicorn, it says 30% less max HP and HP based damage increase. Okay. Anyway, for shape 2 for the fire one, I know it's kind of confusing. Shape 2 for the fire one, it's a 2-turn defense break for all enemies. Okay, not bad. Skill 3, if hit with a crit, 25% attack gauge boost for self. Not too crazy. The water one seems insane. The water one seems really strong. 2-turn defense break for all enemies, right? Which is fine. Skill 2, 2-turn defense break. That's Nat 3s have that though. Like you look at the Fire Inferno, he's got that too. So that's not anything crazy. But if hit with a crit, 25% attack gauge boost for just for the self though, just for yourself. And then you do what? The water one still seems like way too strong. Way stronger than the fire one. So there's the fire one too, but doesn't seem anything crazy. The wind unicorn, Diana, skill 1, 25% stun. HP based. Do you understand why I'm saying that the water one seems like really crazy? Because cleanse and 2-turn defense buff. That's amazing for real-time arena. 1-turn immunity for team every turn as a passive. That's insane for real-time arena. Like that is like the real-time arena king monster. That's like one of the best real-time arena monsters. Right? And then the fire one just has like AoE defense break and single just attack gauge boost for the self. Like that's okay. That doesn't excite me that much. So yeah. But the wind one, let's see, 25% stun, first skill, HP based damage. Skill 2, 30% max HP self shield, the same as the fire one. If any teammate is attacked, attack gauge increases by 20%. Okay, so think about like the light archangel, right? And then we have shape 2, 30% less max HP and HP based attack increase. Okay, and then the skill 2. Attack an enemy 4 times, remove 1 beneficial effect each time, and with every... So this is the wind one, right? So the shield 2. And then the shape 2 is remove 1 beneficial effect each time with the second skill. And with every successful removal, add continuous damage for... continuous damage. Okay. So if we are fighting against the Rakan, we can remove... It's a wind monster, though. It's not going to hit, so we be looking for water units. So what kind of water units? Wusa has double buffs, like Wusa, Rina, and then put dots. Continuous damage for every beneficial effect removed. 4 times, up to 4 times. Skill 3, if hit with a crit, 25% attack gauge boost for self. Okay, that's got this almost the same skills. But okay. It seems weird that the skill 3 is almost the same. I think that might be a typo. I think that might not be right. That the skill 3 is the same. Because it's like that, the passive. Because you look at Nat 5 monsters, I mean, there's just supposed to be strong monsters if these are the only ones that are getting added. The skill 3s should be different. So. Then we have Light Unicorn, Eleanor. Skill 1, 25% stun, HP based damage. Skill 2, 75% taunt, revenge, like the water one. Skill 3, for all incoming attacks to self. For itself, 15% chance and 50% less crit damage. Looks like it's 50% chance less crit damage. For just the self, though. So, really hard to kill the the light one. And then when she's changed, she gets the Cleanse Team 2-turn anti-crit buff. So not a defense buff, but an anti-crit buff, which is nice too. Cleanse skill 2, that's still really strong. Cleanse skill 2, that's still really strong. And then skill 3, 1-turn immunity for every turn passive. Okay. So she's very similar to the water one, except that she's got that shape 1. I know, I'm trying to not be confusing. Shape 1, she's got the glancing and the 50% less crit, so think like maybe like similar to Chroma Camila. And then for skill 3, when she's shapeshifted, then we have skill 2, when she's shapeshifted, it's the anti-crit instead of the defense buff, but almost the same as the water one. Another nice monster though, the light one. I think the light and the water ones are the best ones. It seems like they're not. Again, this is something I would have to see like actually in use, but it seems like the water and the light ones are the stronger of the group. Dark Unicorn Alexandra, 25% stun on the first skill, as of course as always. She's got the shield second skill, and she's got the skill 3 reflect 30% damage to the enemy, which is the passive. So let's say Lucian does 3 hits of amputation magic, 10,000 each, so he takes 10,000 when he hits her. So think like Jolton, like Fire Mummy, something like that. But it's not based on her HP, it's based on reflecting the damage. Then we have Shape 2 after Shape Shifted. Skill 1 is the same as the stun. Skill 2 is a 2-turn glance and attack debuff for all enemies. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And skill 3 is if hit with a crit, 25% attack gauge boost for yourself. Like the light, like the light archangel, but 2-turn glance and attack debuff for all enemies. The water and the light ones seem crazy though. The water and the light ones seem crazy. I'm not sure if these are homunculus or not, or like homunculus type, or if they're just brand new monsters, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this data is completely accurate or if it's gonna change or what the deal is, but it looks interesting. If it is close to being correct, then I would say, and this is from the Korean site Naver, Cafe Naver. So if this is correct, it looks like the light one and the water one are gonna be the fun ones. Cause cleanse, the water one looks crazy. Cleanse and a 2-turn defense buff, and then 1-turn immunity for every turn. Team, the word team is in there too. 1-turn immunity for team every turn. So that looks pretty damn crazy, especially for real-time Marina. That she's like a amazing monster. Oh my god. Cleanse and immunity. Cleanse and immunity in the same monster. That's like Veligul, but with the defense buff too. That's ridiculous. Like Veligul with a defense buff. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. And then the taunt and revenge, with the freeze on revenge, and the 2-turn defense buff if attacked. That's crazy. That's like the water unicorn seems like so OP to me. I don't know. We'll see what happens when they come out, guys. We'll see. I'll make a new video. So this is just preliminary. This is just stuff from the data mine. It could be translated wrong. It could be whatever. So take this just as speculation, like, okay, that's interesting, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up for whatever, you know, because you never know what's gonna happen. A lot of times this is pretty accurate. The data leaks, like we always get the transmogs, those are usually accurate for the most part. A lot of data leaks are accurate for the most part too. Like we saw the MMO, and then CompTwist confirmed that yes, they're doing the MMO. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And it's not going to look like this, guys. Again, let me again say this. It's not going to look like this. It's not going to look like this unicorn. So we'll see what it is when it comes out. I'll do another video and we'll go over it again. But that's just some information and my thoughts on it. The preliminary data that has been data mined from Crazy Koreans. Alright guys, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. I will leave a link to the data in the description, and I will see you guys, as always, in the next video.